MLB Network has baseball coming your way from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Mets. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, when you think of the power arms in baseball, this is the first guy you think of. Noah Syndergaard, big, strong guy, throws 89 to 93 mile an hour sliders. That's right, sliders. His fastball, anywhere from 97 to 101 miles an hour. Power fastball, power slider, and a terrific changeup. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
In now, Mookie Betts. He will lead this one off today. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to second. Cabrera's up with it. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup. The key to success is scoring early. Putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Now another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland.
Mitch Moreland.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Rosario brings it in. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3. Just knows how to get it done. Controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And that's the first out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
No balls and one strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now that's popped up. Moreland over to his right. And that retires the side. Down in order go the Mets. Still no score. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
J.D. Martinez.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Well, that rain is really coming. Down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
And that'll be the second out.
Batting sixth.
Striding in for Boston, Rafael Devers. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there. Next up from New York, Todd Frazier, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Todd Frazier.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Digging in, Adrian Gonzalez.
First
pitch coming. Here it is.
Gonzalez
takes a fastball on the inside corner. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Martinez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Second baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter as dribble Cabrera. Will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Striding in, Eduardo Nunez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Vasquez, a native of Puerto Rico. He was a 9th-round pick during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him. After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
So he sets him down swinging. Christian Vasquez is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. Coming to the plate now, Chris Sale. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up. And the throw is in time to get it. In order to go the Red Sox. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The next 0-2. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Another one sent foul. Here comes another 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. Through first and hustling for second. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
Well, you can't fault the fielder for being aggressive. He sold out to try to catch this thing, but he comes.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Snap throw from the catcher. d'Arnaud stands at second with no outs.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Coming to the plate now, Noah Syndergaard. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Tap down the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat. Here it's strike 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Sale sets. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Lagares leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So 1 innings complete. The Mets lead this one 1-0. Here's Mookie Betts back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First offering on its way. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it. But a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Stepping in now, Mitch Moreland. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Ready for another chance, J.D. Martinez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
You can definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the. This will be the one to lead us off when we return. It's the Mets 1 and the Red Sox
Mets
nothing.
here in the 4th. Right fielder.
Missed with a slide. Popped him up. Devers is there. 1 away. Riding in once again, Todd Frazier looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Giving chase is Benintendi. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The first baseman, number 23.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And that one just missed outside. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Down in order. Hold a 1-0 lead. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Behind 0-2 now. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And let's go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0.
Leading off for
First
the
pitch
Mets.
coming. Here it is.
Second baseman.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Cabrera.
Missed with a slider.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
So it was a swinging strike 3 as Drupal Cabrera is sent packing to start the bottom of the fifth. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Benintendi is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. That remote, more on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for Boston, catcher.
Leading off the inning, Christian Vasquez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Darno gathers it, and he makes the throw to first. Vasquez is retired, and there's 1 away.
Pitcher, Chris.
Riding in once again, Chris Sale. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Is taken for ball 1.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Here's Mookie Betts. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down. Digging in for his second at bat, Noah Syndergaard. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th. 0-1 the count. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And there's that sea of orange that's become such a common sight here at Citi Field. Those are diehard Mets fans, and they're not shy about it.
Yeah, Matt, they really do an awesome job rallying the Mets and getting more fans bought into the whole movement. But one of the things I love most about the group is how well they travel. You see cheering sections in other cities, but these guys go all over the country, invade sections of visiting ballparks to root for the Mets. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a well-organized group, believe it or not, that holds several events throughout the year. They even take their act on the road to visiting ballparks a couple of times each season. It's been really great for the Mets organization. Called strike 0-2. One out, nobody on. Soft liner towards short. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice shot.
In there at the knees, strike one. Ready with the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Here's Jay Bruce now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Strike one to start the at-bat. High in the air into shallow left center. Martinez has a read on it, and that's the third out. Mets up 1-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 0-2. And another foul ball. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Now batting.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. High pop-up. Darno moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's J.D. Martinez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete. In order go the Red Sox. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's Todd Frazier now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive. He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
In there, and it's 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, been a strikeout victim twice in this one. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Hit back up the middle. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Mets go down 1-2 on top 1-0. Ready for another chance? Xander Bogaerts. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And 2 home now to Bogaerts. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. And he takes ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. Base hit, and the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. So close, but with 1 swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Oh, it sure is, Matty V. Boy, you get that part into the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out, thinking about the 9th D-roll, but they made him pay here with 2 outs in the 8th.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball so good, Dan.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play. Ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far.
Leading up for the Mets, catcher, Travis Garneau.
Greg Kimbrell is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here.
Greg Kimbrell.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here comes the 0-1. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Rosario.
Next for the Mets, Ahmed Rosario. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. No balls and a strike to count. Fastball called for strike 2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Another 0-2 coming. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Brandon Nimmo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
Nimmo, a rare Wyoming native. He's a second-year big leaguer. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Pops this one up. Devers has a play, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead it 1-0. Jerry Familia comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Jerry Familia.
Henley Ramirez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Henley Ramirez.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
And he chased it in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Ramirez is retired, and there's one away.
Right fielder.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Mookie Betts. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tapper up the line, but it's foul, strike one. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. They'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
The 1-1 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Groot is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Metropolitans led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Noah Syndergaard takes home the win. Chris Sale is settled with the loss after giving up only